Mercy's heart pounded as she stepped out of the bathroom late one evening. The dimly lit corridor felt unusually silent. She paused when she heard soft murmurs coming from the living room. Curiosity got the better of her, and she tiptoed closer, careful not to make a sound. Peering from the shadows, Mercy's breath caught when she saw John on a video call. His voice was low, intimate, and dripping with charm. But it wasn't Olivia on the other end. It was a woman Mercy didn't recognize. She clutched the wall, her stomach sinking. "Don't worry," John whispered into the phone. "I'll make an excuse to travel soon, and we'll have our time together." Mercy froze, unsure whether to retreat or confront him. Before she could decide, John abruptly ended the call and turned, his eyes locking with hers. Panic flashed across his face for a split second before he composed himself. "Mercy," he said smoothly, stepping closer. "Eavesdropping. I wasn't," she stammered, backing away. John smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. "Secrets are dangerous, Mercy. It's best to stay out of things that don't concern you." The warning sent chills down her spine. As she hurried back to her room, Mercy realized she wasn't the only one entangled in a web of secrecy. But now she had seen too much, and she feared what John might do to keep it hidden. Olivia had always trusted John, but lately something felt off. His late nights at work had grown more frequent, and his charm felt forced, like he was hiding something. As a lawyer, Olivia's instincts rarely failed her. One evening, as she rummaged through John's briefcase looking for a spare charger, she found a hotel receipt. The date on it matched a weekend John had claimed to be on a business trip. Olivia's hands shook as she stared at the evidence. She decided to confront him, but needed more proof. Her colleague recommended a private investigator, and Olivia reluctantly agreed. The idea of spying on her husband felt wrong, but she couldn't ignore the growing knot of doubt in her stomach. Meanwhile, Mercy noticed Olivia's increasing unease. Olivia's sharp glances toward John and her sudden questioning of Mercy's daily tasks made the house feel more tense. Mercy couldn't shake the feeling that Olivia suspected something. But did Olivia suspect the wrong person? As the tension mounted, Mercy felt trapped in the middle of a storm that was about to break. Late one night, John cornered Mercy in the kitchen. His usually charming demeanor was replaced with a menacing intensity. "Have you told Olivia anything?" he demanded, his voice cold. Mercy's hands trembled as she gripped the countertop. "No, I haven't. I wouldn't." John stepped closer, his towering frame casting a shadow over her. "Good, because if you do, you'll regret it. Understand?" Mercy nodded, tears welling in her eyes. John's warning wasn't just a threat. It was a promise. As John left the kitchen, Mercy sank to the floor, her mind racing. She knew she couldn't stay silent forever. But what could she do? She didn't have the strength to take on John, and she feared that Olivia wouldn't believe her. That night, Mercy made a decision. She needed to find a way out of the house before things spiraled further out of control. But escape wouldn't be easy, especially with John watching her every move. The private investigator Olivia had hired delivered his findings, and they were worse than she had imagined. Photos of John meeting a mystery woman at a hotel, evidence of secret bank transfers, and cryptic text messages painted a clear picture of betrayal. Olivia was devastated but determined. She invited John to dinner, hoping to confront him calmly. But the night took an unexpected turn. Mercy accidentally overheard their argument while cleaning nearby. "What about the hotel?" Olivia demanded, slamming the receipt on the table. John's face darkened. "Are you spying on me now? Don't turn this around on me." Olivia snapped. "Who is she, John? How long has this been going on?" Mercy's heart raced as she realized the argument might expose her. But John, in his anger, deflected the blame. "You're always at work, Olivia. What did you expect?" Olivia's face fell, hurt etched into her features. "So this is my fault." Mercy hurriedly left the area, knowing she couldn't stay hidden forever. The cracks in the household were widening, and it was only a matter of time before everything came crashing down. Unable to bear the weight of her secrets any longer, Mercy decided to tell Olivia everything. She waited until John had left for a supposed business meeting and approached Olivia in the living room. "Ma, I need to tell you something," Mercy began, her voice shaking. Olivia looked up, her expression weary but curious. "What is it?" Mercy hesitated, then spilled everything. John's late-night encounters, his inappropriate comments, and his threats. By the time she finished, tears streamed down Mercy's face. Olivia was silent for a long moment, her face unreadable. Finally, she said, "Why are you telling me this now?" "I was scared," Mercy admitted, "but I can't keep quiet anymore." Olivia nodded, her jaw tightening. "Thank you for your honesty, Mercy. Leave the rest to me." As Mercy left the room, she couldn't tell whether Olivia believed her or if she was preparing for her own confrontation with John. Either way, the truth was out, and there was no turning back. When John returned that evening, Olivia was waiting. She wasted no time, presenting him with the investigator's findings and Mercy's confession. John's face hardened. "You're taking her word over mine? She's just a maid." Olivia's voice was icy. "She's more honest than you've ever been. Tell me the truth, John, or I'll take this to court." John realized he was cornered. "Fine," he admitted, his tone defiant. "I made mistakes, but you were never around, Olivia. I felt alone." Olivia's anger flared. "Don't you dare blame me for your selfishness." Their argument escalated, the sound echoing through the house. Mercy listened from her room, her heart pounding. She didn't know what would happen next, but she feared the storm was far from over. Olivia made her decision. The next morning, she handed John divorce papers. "You've betrayed me, and I can't stay in this marriage," she said firmly. John pleaded with her, but Olivia stood her ground. "This isn't just about me. It's about respect, trust, and the example we're setting for our children." As John packed his belongings, Mercy prepared to leave as well. Olivia stopped her. "You're not to blame for this," she said gently. "But I think it's best if you move on. I'll make sure you're taken care of." Mercy nodded, grateful but eager to start a new chapter of her life. As she left the Johnson household, she felt a mix of relief and sorrow. The experience had changed her forever. Olivia, now alone, vowed to rebuild her life. The secrets beneath the surface had finally been exposed, and while the truth was painful, it offered a chance for a new beginning. The story of John, Olivia, and Mercy is one filled with deception, fear, and courage. But beyond the drama lies a treasure trove of moral lessons that resonate deeply with the realities of life, relationships, and self-worth. As we reflect on this tale, several key lessons emerge that we can carry into our own lives. Olivia and John's relationship teaches us that trust is the bedrock of any meaningful connection. Once trust is broken, it is almost impossible to restore things to their former state. John's betrayal wasn't just about his infidelity, but about the emotional damage his lies caused. In relationships, honesty and transparency must never be compromised. Mercy's initial silence serves as a powerful reminder of how fear can keep us trapped in harmful situations. Thank you for watching. Kindly like, subscribe, and share for more videos.